I've heard that you like a good party. You like to throw a costume party.
I had this...
Which terrifies me, by the way, also. I do not like wearing a costume.
I had the best bachelorette pad for a while. I had a loft on Worcester because I went to LA for about 4 years and always knew I wanted to come back to New York. My parents stayed in LA, but I came back and it didn't occur to me that I could live anywhere other than where I had lived as a kid. So I was just kind of recreating that and bought this loft on Worcester Street. And it was just it's open space and it was a great place to throw costume parties. I had a swing. My parents had a swing. They had a swing, they had a trampoline, they had a trapeze. I mean, my mom also ran a toddler school, but this was even before she had they just
right. And they're not circus people.
They're
this was
not
just
circus people.
Recreational.
They're very playful people,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah, that's
so
nice.
I was, kind of appropriating that, and it was effective. Now, of course, we became, you and I got married, and we were going to have kids. So we now live in a very sensible family home it's the total inverse. Like it's this kind of long and narrow townhouse with many stairs and stuff. But there isn't this it's not a.
What happens?
It's not a dance party venue.
Everything changes when you have to baby-proof.
Yes. Yes.
And
well, the stairs are lethal, so we made a mistake there.
My wife and I have this little house in the country that I got in another lifetime years ago that I've hung on to. And I remember when our daughter was born, Nev, screwing in the brackets for the baby gates. And what an iconic moment what that was for me in my life. And then I remembered a couple of years ago noticing they were still there and that both our kids are kind of grown and unscrewing them. And I got weepy. Because they were like, this era is over.
Yeah.
I'm headed to my grave. I got very Irish and dark.
Right. No, that stuff is real. That stuff is real.
The one consolation is that when I get very old, I know my wife's going to have to put in gates for me.
That's right.
To keep me in place.
Yes, they will come back in a slightly different context. But yeah, no, I had a lot of great parties and I miss them. And Easter sometimes falls on my birthday, and my 30th birthday happened to be one of those years.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugh went as a severed ear. He went to boarding school, and I guess was just kind of inhaled these biblical stories somehow. It was just like swimming in the water.
So he was a severed, not a man with a severed ear.
He was a severed ear.
Wow.
It was very impressive.
And that's when you knew you were in love.
Kind of. Yes. And he convinced me that I should go as the 30 coins of silver that Judas was paid to betray Jesus.
God.
But it was really fun. It was my brother went as the black jelly bean that nobody wants. I don't know. It was great. There were a lot of Playboy bunnies. It was secular and religious.
Yes.
But people are, the great thing about a costume party in New York too is that they're stuck there because people party hop in New York, especially in their 20s. And you once they're there, they're
once you're a severed ear, you're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. So the numbers build, and it starts to come to a boil. And people, they're a little, they're in this they're a little unhinged. They do things. They're not themselves exactly.
Well, I will tell you this, and I only know this from being a sketch player, again, not an actor, but when I do put on a costume for work, whenever I do become that, whatever that is, I want to be that. And
it has a funny power.
It has a childish thing, but I was in a sketch once and we were shooting outside and I'm dressed as a policeman and then I wandered away as the policeman and I was telling people to move it along and then suddenly I have a 19th century Irish accent move it along now. What is this asshole doing?
You were
I had a nightstick.
Way for ducklings.
Yeah, exactly. I was just well, it's the power of, I had to do something recently. I think we're in Norway and they dressed me up in a ridiculous fisherman's costume and I asked for a hook and I have a pipe. And the minute you give me a pipe, it's bits left and right. And, but it's just childish. It's child's play, but it's really fun.
It's the best. It's what I do professionally. Yeah, so it's what we do.
It is a whole other level with you, as is clear. I can't say it enough. I'm just going to say it as your as your old uncle who had you on the show years and years and years ago. You've always been very funny and classy and polite, and then crazy talented. So I'm just very. It's not earned, but I'm proud of you.
Oh no, that's
I am.
nice.
I am proud. I'm like, I knew her when she was a child.
Yeah.
And people say, "Sit down, old man." But it's a thrill to see you. And damn it, if you haven't seen, it's on Hulu. Fleischman's in Trouble. You have to see it because the whole cast is great. The story's great, and then I think you kill it. And it's not obviously just me. Everybody lost their minds with that performance, and that's so good for you.
Oh, I'm sweating, but thank you. It's very hard to receive that level of appreciation, but I'm grateful for it. So thank you.
Okay. Well, if I can make you sweat or in any way uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm a little pinned here.
Claire, such a joy to have you here and see you again.
It was really nice to see you too.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.